Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 1. I am so excited to kind of start this journey today. So happy Monday, happy start of the new week. I kind of obviously gave like an introduction in the last video, but it's exciting because we're actually here, we're actually starting. I just want to sit down and kind of talk with you. Okay, so this chapter is called The Cleanse. It sounds like a little bit intense. Maybe it actually doesn't. I just feel like I've always associated like a cleanse as almost like this just like detox, you know, like if someone said, oh, my house is going through a cleanse, you're like, what the fuck is going on over there? But it's not as intense as it should be. But yeah, that's what it's called. The goal of this first chapter is to basically, you know, erase destructive habits, people, clear phone of unnecessary things, have daily healing, journaling, reflection every day, healing the inner child, and just like a lot of healing, and building positive self-talk. And I feel like all of these things will kind of help just overall journey, cleanse my mind and body of things that have kind of hindered me in the past. Hopefully that will kind of help you too. We're just cleansing ourselves. And the thing is, we're not fucking robots. If I could sit here and say like Men in Black and be like, erase this memory, erase this memory, erase this whole period of my life because that really traumatized me. Like, as much as I would love to do that, that's not realistic. That's why I probably will use the word healing a lot, because that's what I'm working to do. My goal with each chapter is to obviously have the title of the chapter, the goals, essential items or things that we're going to be working through in the chapter, and then 3 keywords. So I just gave you the title, I gave you the goal, the items, and the 3 keywords are healing, deleting, and retreating. The essential items that you kind of need for this chapter, and when I mean essential, doesn't mean like you don't have this, like you're screwed. It's just if you wanted to kind of follow along with me or practice some of the things that I'm going to be practicing, that I just wanted to kind of give you almost like a little shopping list. But the essential items you kind of need, you need a journal, the Burn After Writing book, self-love workbook for women, manifestation journal, overwhelming journal. I usually have that just on the notes app on my phone, and I'll explain a little bit more later. So you don't need an actual journal, or maybe you want to get a physical one for that. Skincare products, a yoga mat or meditation pillow. I have both of those. I have like a whole kind of meditation kit, so I'll be intermixing. You don't need to have one or the other, just one. Or even if you don't have that and you just have like some place to sit down, that's fine too. Grocery items, I'll probably do like mini hauls as the time comes or within recipes. This is still going to be filmed very vlog-like. It's going to be just like any other vlog. It's just like the point and topic of the video is just about the self-love journey. We're kind of going on this journey together. This isn't something that I filmed a year ago and now I've planned it out and I'm showing it to you. Like, this is literally live. I'm filming it, I'm editing it, and it will be uploaded like as soon as possible. I want to have something where people who are watching feel like they can kind of have a group or place that they can kind of talk. Just, I'm thinking about that, no guarantee. But I have work starting very soon, but I really want to do some journaling and meditation this morning. So we're gonna start off with that. Let's go journal a little bit. So to start off journaling, what I've been doing is going back between 2 of my new journals, and it's just been a great way to start my day. Start off just with the date, your goals for the day, your intentions for the day, an affirmation for the day, and then also write things that you're grateful for. When I've been learning about manifestation, one of the big things is to write down the things that you are grateful for. That is what the universe loves, and it needs to show that you are making a conscious effort and being present. So I've been making sure to do that so much better. Next, I will also write in my Burn After Writing notebook. That basically goes through the past, present, and future. And it's just been nice kind of working on it every so often. I haven't worked on it as much as I would like to, but it's definitely something that I want to incorporate in my list of things to work on. But yeah, journaling has just been helping me so much. I cannot even explain. I think it's less of just the journaling, just more of the taking the time and incorporating that time into my schedule to be able to just take time for myself to get my thoughts out on paper. And honestly, in a weird way, it's just been helping me kind of practice my handwriting. Afterward, I'll work on my overwhelming journal. Basically, it's just a place where I just write all of my thoughts if I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I can just write and write and write. And it's been super helpful, helping me almost release those feelings that I've been having. So I would definitely recommend to have one and to write in it whenever you feel like you're just having a lot of thoughts. And that is my journal routine so far. Hello everyone, ciao ciao. It is time to make lunch. To be honest, like I said earlier, because Tom is here, my appetite is kind of all over the place, so it's actually 4:10 and I'm making some food. I did kind of in between, like when I had time to, I just heated up some leftovers earlier, but now I'm going to actually make something. Not that I feel super hungry right now, but I know I'm starting to, and I find that if I wait until I'm hungry, then I end up just wanting something right away, and then I'm more prone to want to order stuff and all that shit. But I'm going to try making a new recipe today, and I'll show you. I'm going to listen to a podcast. I've been enjoying podcasts recently. I've never been a podcast person, you know, have things visually, and when I was going to the gym, I was starting to get like really unmotivated. So let me throw on a podcast. I threw on with Ricky and Denzel, like We Said What We Said, and it was just like cracking me up and keeping me so distracted. So I started listening to other ones. So I'm probably, I don't know exactly what I'm in the mood for. I might continue listening to A Slight Change of Plans, and yeah, and let's cook some dinner and hopefully it's good.
Don't listen to the hollow words. Don't fall into the hands. Don't follow any other path but your own. Don't need to live up to their demands. Only your heart can tell you what is right. You really should listen to yourself. The only thing that truly matters now is that you're doing well, you're doing well. Don't fall for it.
Surprisingly good. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. My period started, and I feel like morning times on your period are always the hardest. I woke up at 7 a.m. I originally wanted to wake up at 6:30 again because I want to have an early morning routine and I'm trying to build on that. But I woke up at 7, which wasn't bad. But sometimes all you have to do is accept the situation for what it is, go with the flow. I just feel as though I need to like lay down, like my stomach needs to be laying down. So I wanted to start off my morning, honestly, like journaling in bed. I wanted to work in my manifestation journal and do some scripting and visualization stuff. I was just gonna do that. Grabbed my little journal. This is a bag full of like my markers, just full of hella markers. These ones, the thin Stabilo, I think is how you say it, the little thin ones. And then I also have some of these highlighters, like midliner things where it's like a highlighter on one side and thin on the other side. I will say, although these journals are super cute and I would highly recommend them, this one is a bullet journal, but I almost would prefer to get a bullet journal that's like maybe this big. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna do some journaling. But side note, I do need to figure out a new skincare routine. My biggest stuff is like the dark spots and like pigmentation, like how it's a little bit darker here and stuff, and under eye. Honestly, for the past month, all I've been doing, which some people beauty community wouldn't recommend, but I've literally just been washing my face. I just started doing the eye cream again like maybe 3 days ago, and right now it seems to be working, at least keeping my skin clear. But it's like what I would really love is to get rid of these dark spots that I have. What else? My pores are going crazy right now. I want to get a facial, and that'll be really good for me to incorporate getting a facial like at least once a month or once every month and a half. But I think it will help me feel a lot better. Having a good skincare routine. Work starts in about 45 minutes. Check in later.
So now it is later on. Joe has come back into the city. We are going to make some pancakes for breakfast. These are just a pack I got from Costco that my mom got, and I love them. They taste so good. All you have to do is add some water and just mix it around. I love chocolate chips, so I throw that in there as well, and they just taste so good. So definitely get yourself some pancakes. Well, my new favorite YouTuber is Joyish, so I've been watching some of her videos, and while watching it, I'm actually going to make a salmon dish today. I'm just cutting off some of the skin, and I'm just going to chop it up into little pieces so I can throw it into that skillet and get some yummy, delicious pan-fried salmon. So I'm just seasoning it up with some salt and pepper, some parsley, and just, the basic seasoning so it doesn't taste bland. Then I just throw it into the skillet, and I'm chopping up some lettuce. I have some leftover lettuce from some salmon wraps that I was making recently. So I just chop. Yes, girl, get into it. And I'm just chopping up some more for later on. Then I just throw it into this bowl, and missed a little bit, and I made some avocado sauce, so I'm actually using that to mix it up. And yeah, it honestly tastes good. It might not look that good, but I promise you it was hitting the spots. Well, for what it could.
Hello. It's been a few hours. Obviously, I was in such a big rush. I was basically going to my workout class. I did Pilates today, which was super exciting and super cool. And honestly, surprisingly, very tough. I've done little at-home workouts Pilates before. They didn't have the machine, so it's not like I did it with the actual machine. Overall, it's still really cool and tough, and I feel sore as fuck already. And then I also went to the grocery store. So it's 8:51. Kind of need to start getting ready for bed, but I'm just going to have some cereal. It's this chocolate almond granola, and then I've got this oat milk, this gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free oat milk. So I'm gonna have a little bit of that and then take a shower and go to bed. I'm gonna kind of explain it a little bit right now. I talked about the cleanse, and I think I touched a little bit basically on what the goal of the cleanse was, but I forgot to kind of say, because I noticed I'm sharing my recipes and I'm telling you about my workout, and obviously the goal will be show some workouts sometimes, or just talk about it. But the point overall of the cleanse is just a detox, right? To detox my mind, my body, my soul, all that stuff. And so a part of detoxing my body is working out or moving my body, right? I don't need to be every single day sweating my ass off and shit, but just moving my body, feeling my body, eating good. I believe in the 80-20, and I kind of want to incorporate that more because I don't think I'm someone who can just let go of stuff, and I haven't really talked about it too much in my other videos, but I think now that the discussion of eating disorders is coming up more and kind of describe it, so you can have it in little ways. It doesn't even need to be to the extreme in which you need to be hospitalized. It could just be even the mental effect of kind of how you feel about food. And I've had different periods of my life where I've gone from eating one meal a day, or I'm staring at the calories, or I'm oh, I can't eat that because it's gonna make me look like this. How do I say? Let me figure out how to say this. This summer, I did the opposite of what I usually do. I said, I need to get out of my mind this idea of over analyzing my food and getting really picky with my food. And I wanted to work out this almost mental block I was having with food that someone would say would probably be an eating disorder. So what I said is I allowed myself to eat whatever I want. If I was craving something, I fucking ate it. Because I wanted to get out of my mind about feeling bad or feeling guilty for eating something. So I took that route. It was amazing, and in a weird way, it was like super, super like fulfilling, not just in my tummy, but also just emotionally. And it's almost like, I think her name is Stephanie. She was like really super, super fit, and then she went on this whole like eating 10,000 calories a day, or just forget what the journey was that she's on. If I can remember, I'll try to put it in here, but she was someone who was like super duper fit, and then she spent a year doing the opposite. And the goal of it wasn't to say, let me just lose all my gains. It was about learning a new love and association with food was the point of her journey, and how she started to like learn to enjoy life more and to not feel guilty and not to criticize herself. So that's kind of what I went on this summer, and now I'm obviously getting out of that. The only con of doing that is then you really get to enjoying those foods, and then you're like, shit, I gotta go back to eating like all healthy again. So I definitely want to incorporate kind of doing 80-20, just allowing myself to eat good foods, but to have whole foods most of the week. But the point is to kind of see, what are the meals that I'm cooking, what am I using to kind of fuel my body and stuff. So I just want to kind of explain that. Yeah, so like I said, went to the grocery store. It's basically 9 o'clock, and I've been doing a lot kind of getting to bed early. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to unload my groceries. Then I am going to eat my little cereal snack. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to watch some TV. And then I'm going to take a shower and then just wind down and get ready for bed. And then we will see each other tomorrow. End of my day, it was a really good day. I didn't even knock everything off my list that I wanted to, but in terms of how I mentally was almost keeping myself afloat. I think the point of this journey for me and for you is more about the mental power that we're kind of giving ourselves, right? You don't have to check everything off your list. You don't have to be perfect. You're not going to achieve everything you want. But how you feel at the end of the day is the goal. And right now I still feel very refreshed. I feel mentally replenished. I feel very good, and I still feel very successful in my day. So I'm very proud. It's only been 2 days, and they felt incredibly long, but almost long in a good way, when usually I'm like feeling very drained and I'm like, oh my god, the day is so long. It feels fucking great. And I have again been talking for way too long. Pretty Prin literally just came out, and she's probably like, can you shut the fuck up? I'm going to log off for tonight, and I originally planned for it to showcase like a week, but obviously with all this goddamn talking I'm doing, that's obviously just not gonna happen. But thank you so much for watching episode 1. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like for episode 2. And like I said in the beginning of this, I'll probably put some sort of like Google Doc thingamajigger so that you can actually tell me how you feel about it, or different things that you want to see, or just like comment. Feel free to obviously comment down below, but I just want to create an anonymous space where you feel like you can just kind of write and let me know how you feel. So it's just a cute idea since I'm not popping yet. No, but seriously, and I probably said it 20 times, but good night. See you in the next episode. Time for me to shower and unload these groceries, baby.